Baby, I got what you need. You know that I got it. All I'm asking for is a little respect. When you come home, bring it to me, give it to me. Sugar, when you come home, respect me. I ain't gonna do you wrong while you're gone. I ain't gonna do you wrong because I don't want none. All I'm asking for is a little respect. Respect me, respect me. Gotta have respect me, I need a little bit. Respect. I'm about to give you all of my money, but all I'm asking in return, honey, is you give me my proper respect. When you come home, bring it to me, give it to me. Sugar, when you come home, respect me. Woo, 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 woo. Ooh, your kisses sweeter than honey. So guess what? Here is all of my money. All I'm asking for is a little respect. Gotta have respect a little bit. I need a little bit. Respect. Gotta have respect a little bit. I need a little bit. Respect. Break it down. Respect me, baby, when we're all alone. Respect me, sugar, when you come home. Respect me, baby, when you know it's all so good. Respect me, baby, like I know you could. Respect me, respect me, respect me. Gotta have a little bit, just a little bit. I need a little bit. Respect. Gotta have a little bit, just a little bit. I need a little bit. Respect. Come on and respect me when I'm cooking. Come on and respect me when I'm cleaning. Come on and respect me when I'm working.
Hello and welcome back to Back2mine, your favorite show on planet Earth. So it's been a long time. It's been a whole 2 months out for a variety of reasons. Last show got cancelled, technical difficulties. It does happen. We are broadcasting live from a boat in Little Venice. You got to remember that. And then the month before that, I think I was on a solo broadcast, so I'm back, but don't worry, we've got plans for the future. Lucas will be back. He was DJing at Wilderness in Oxfordshire. He put down a lot of sets, so no wonder the lad is knackered. But yeah, he'll be back with a load of interesting tales, I'm sure, next month. But yeah, we're back. It's the start of a new month. It's August. I don't know, quite a weird month, I think. Is it a bit dry? Everyone's on holiday, but don't get me wrong. There are still some pretty interesting things that are going down, which you will hear from me today. So, let's kick it off. The tune you heard there was Respect by Avida. That was from her 1989 self-titled album. Now, I mean, any of you with beady ears, you would have heard that those lyrics there, you have heard them before, and it is a kind of repurposing of the Otis Redding 1965 song, which is got its most famous rendition in Aretha Franklin's 1967 version. So a lot of repurposing going on there, but it went platinum in the UK, which is 300,000 sales. So yeah, I mean, and also interestingly, you know, Avida by Avida as the album name runs a great history of albums which are, you know, debuts but also self-titled. So you've got the Stone Roses by the Stone Roses, you've got the Doors by the Doors, and of course, most famously, you've got Playboy Carti by Playboy Carti. So yeah, shout out Avida, great track, love a little repurpose. Okay, so how's it gonna run? I'm back with a music focused show. I'll basically be taking you through what I have been up to in the last 2 months, musically, what I've seen, where I've been, and yeah, just talk to you about what I've been up, like what that has entailed, and the music that I've listened to during it. But yeah, what has happened in the last 2 months? There's been a lot of, you know, the sun is out. The sun has definitely been shining. We all know that. Notable mentions: Bad Bunny did 2 nights, sold out at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That looked insane. Harry Styles did 3 sold out Wembley shows, which I found out today. This is pre him doing 30 nights at Madison Square Garden in New York. I'm going to say that one more time. 30 nights, because that is actually ridiculous. But, you know, let the guy do the guy. If he can sell those tickets, then good for him. What else happened? Iron Maiden played at Nebworth, as you will hear later. That's a little teaser. Argentina flopped the World Cup, thank God, new Prime Minister, etc., etc. But the 3 big things you will hear about is what I got up to in June, and that was Wildwood, Gotwood, and then Friends of Friends Festival. So I'll be playing you tracks from all of them, little snippets, telling you what went down, and some further recommendations. But before we kick that off, I'm going to play you a song by Caribou. It's called The Spiritually Immature Mansion. Shout out Gully. That was The Spiritually Immature Mansion by Caribou. A nice little intermediary track before we get into the big business. Now, what are we going to start on? I think we're going to go with Wildwood, okay? Not that this was the first one. So these 3 festivals, Gotwood, Wildwood, and Friends of Friends, they happened 3 weekends in a row. I attended them with a large variety of people, new and old. Had an absolutely wicked time at all of them. But yeah, so Wildwood. This was a Cambridge festival in South Cambridgeshire, so maybe an hour and a half from London in a car. It was the 10th anniversary, which is always amazing to see independent festivals, which are really just started as, and I think this is the kind of, you know, the similarity between all of these 3. They were just started as just parties with mates on someone's land, and then which have kind of developed into these massive things. Which, yeah, I mean, again, just having a lack of kind of just, you know, big corporate sponsors, being independent is something that obviously we need more and more nowadays. But yeah, so I was there with friend of the pod and friend of the boat pod, Minna, who was playing on Saturday at about 4 p.m., which is prime Minna time. If you know, you know. But yeah, it was a super well curated festival insofar that all of the decoration was unbelievable. The stage design must have taken them a long time. These kind of like big 3D popping out, quite heightened stages. With people like Luke Una playing on Friday night, as well as Cool Super. It was cool to see Cool Super play something a bit different. He was kind of playing like a samba-y kind of, more Latin set, which was wicked. And then also on Saturday you had Ariane V, who is a friend of mine. She's played at an Amadeus before, which is the party that I run with my friend Flash. She did a Balearic Sunset set. Now, if you know me, you know that I don't love any more words than Balearic Sunset set. So yeah, that was awesome. And then Daisy Bell afterwards, who we met there, she did a Puerto Rican house set, which was also just wicked. And it's definitely opened my eyes up to a new genre. But yeah, so I think I'm going to play a song called I Love Music by Lafayette's Afro Rock Band. It was released in 1974 on the aptly named America Records, but it was reissued in 2003 by High and Fly Records, which is a French label based out of Luxembourg. I mean, if you know Luke Una, who is a Manchester DJ, kind of old head, eclectic music, but this is his bread and butter. And yeah, this was an instant Shazam when it came on. He really is the best at doing this stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. That was I Love Music by the Lafayette Afro Rock Band. That was it in its whole 7.5 minutes in all its glory. But I got 3/4 of the way through there and I thought, I'm afraid to say, I can't cut this one short because it just builds and builds and builds. Yeah, so shout out Luke Cooner on that one because that is a straight steal. But yeah, I'm obsessed with whatever that sound is, whatever that chord is, that just like Latin, big keys, chunky keys. Yeah, that's definitely my sound of the summer. Right, okay, now on to the second festival, which was the first festival, but okay, now that is Gotwood. I think that's a household name now, whereas Wildwood might not be. But yeah, it was a return for me. I went in 2022, I think. And yeah, it was a bit of a whim this time. I'd been before, I'd really enjoyed it, but it had some technical difficulties in the past. It had a year of really bad weather. It had a year where there were like council representatives with like decibel guns around. So, you know, you hear all of that stuff and you're like, okay, well, I'm not really about to dedicate my time and my money to this. But I think we all had a good feeling this time. It was the 15th anniversary. So we're definitely going to roll with these ones. And to be honest, if you're going to go to any party or festival, you might as well go to one of the anniversary ones because they've definitely put, you know, a good level of effort in. So, yeah, it was the 15th anniversary. It's on a crazy little island called Anglesey in Wales, which is about a 6-hour drive from London. But if you're near Manchester or Liverpool, where I was last time I went, way easier to get to. But yeah, actually really stunning. I can safely say the best sunset that I've ever seen in my life took place when I last went. But yeah, so this time it's a little slice of paradise really. You're on a cliff face camping. It's all around the house, which is this like beautiful like stone like kind of old building with a lake in the middle. And again, if there's a lake in the middle, you know you're doing something correctly. So I went with about 6 of us, Gully included. If you're still on the line, shout out again. But yeah, and it was an amazing occasion. Highlight sets have to be Sweely live or Reptant live, both of which they've got a similar-ish sound, but I mean I feel like Sweely's been there for a long time. Reptant is new. He's from Australia. He's kind of doing his second year of gigs in the UK. He's got that proggy kind of like very deeply acidic, dare I say even robotic Australian sound, which I absolutely love. So yeah, it was great to see him. I've been wanting to see him for a long time. He did not disappoint. Sweely, one of the coolest guys going. He's just this French geezer who just like skateboards and just smokes cigarettes and just posts like his live sets on his Instagram stories of him in his bedroom. So if you're looking for someone to to follow on Instagram, definitely hit up Sweely. But yeah, they both dropped amazing sets. Zap back-to-back Unai Trotty 7 till 8:30 a.m. Was good for the parts that I can remember. But it's got to be, and this is where my song which I'm about to play is coming from. The song that stuck with me the most was quite a simple one, not really a dance music one, but played by an amazing DJ, and it was Harry Pepper. He did the kind of, call it the giant steps if we're talking Houghton terminology, so the kind of like chill out, more world music, more down-tempo vibes. He was in that tent called Pond Life, which I discovered is a record label. Check them out, they're really cool. The people who were also playing in this Pond Life tent were epic. People like Dirt Bite Dub, etc. But yeah, so Harry Pepper, call it a 8 till 10 slot or 7 till 10 a.m. slot, which can go one or two ways. You've got to keep people entertained. You've got to give them kind of a smooth enough ride, but you've got to keep it heavy that they're not going to go to bed. He absolutely smashed it out of the park. And the song which he played, which got the people going, was Seabird by the Alessi Brothers. Now, you might be surprised because you've heard that one before. I feel like that was a classic, kind of like in my formative youth. Such a sweet song, like just beautiful on your ears. And I'm just such a massive fan of when songs get repurposed in a dance music variety. And he couldn't have done this better. So the song is by the Alessi Brothers, who are twins. Pretty sure they're still alive. This was also on their 1976 debut album, which was titled Alessi, so another self-titled one. And yeah, I mean, it is. I think it's just a beautiful song. If you want to look into it, I think there's some images of birds coming home to nest, etc. But yeah, so I'm gonna play it now. I hope you enjoy. This is Seabird by the Alessi Brothers.
There's a road I know I must go, even though I tell myself that road is closed. Listen, lonely seabird, you've been away from land too long, oh, too long. I don't listen to the news no more. Like an unwound clock, I just don't seem to care. This world isn't big enough to keep me away from you, or from you. Seabird, seabird, fly home. Seabird, seabird, fly home. Like a lonely seabird, you've been away from land too long, oh, too long. Suddenly you're with me, turning you're not there. Like a ghost you haunt me, you find warmth in a one-night bed. Sunset's full moon, don't turn you on. Like an untied dog, you just had to run. Like a lonely seabird, you've been away from land too long, oh, not too long. Said a seabird, 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 fly home. Like a green seabird, seabird, fly home. Seabird, seabird, fly home.
That was Seabird by the Alessi Brothers, which has got to be one of the most beautiful tunes going. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out Dr. Spooks. Shout out Rosie. Rosie Rakes, you just played a set before me, 5 till 6, so make sure you listen back to that. Okay, what am I going to play next? I think, oh yeah, we got to go to Friends of Friends Festival, obviously. So this is a festival in Wiltshire, which Amadeus, which as I've said is the party I run, were lucky enough to do a takeover of a stage. So it was Flash Meacher, back-to-back Ellie Anderson, and then preceding that was Baby Sean, who is an amazing DJ. She does the NTS Soup to Nuts show weekly, 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. So if you're on a commute and you're bored, make sure you listen to that. But yeah, amazing festival, again, super grassroots. This is its third year. It's got some amazing curation. They're always looking for people to do the art beforehand, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And this isn't specifically the song I'm about to play. It isn't actually what I heard at the festival, but this is a little teaser for kind of future business. But Flash and Ellie, Joel and Jude from Zen Arcade, they played as well. So yeah, Zen Arcade Amadeus Takeover. And this song just kind of makes you think of that. It's called Someone's Lifetime by Paz. He's from Wolverhampton, kind of like a SoundCloud edit guy. And this is a mix of Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads, their 1980 song, and then LCD Sound System's 2007 song, Someone Great. So yeah, this is dropped by Sean Johnston. I Love From Outer Space, which is the party/DJ duo that he used to run with Andrew Weatherall. But yeah, this is, hopefully you haven't heard this one before, because it is really an absolutely mega tune. So enjoy.
same as it ever was, same as it ever was. Look where my hand was. Time isn't holding up, time isn't after us. Same as it ever was, 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 same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Here a twister comes. Here comes the twister. Same as it ever was. 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 Once in a lifetime. There's tomorrow and nothing can stop us. It stops and nothing keeps coming. Keeps coming and it 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 keeps coming till the day it stops. The same for the
That was Someone's Lifetime by Paz. Shout out to him, because I don't know how you make a song like that. I don't know what the rights are. I don't know what type of, like software you've got to use to get those tunes together. But make sure to support him. He's got quite a clever thing where you've got to subscribe to his Bandcamp, and then you can get all the access to his tunes. So yeah, make sure to support your local edit maker, because they often go unappreciated. So yeah, like I said, that was from, that was in the essence of Friends of Friends Festival. Other notable sets, Pip and Weston closed off the same stage that we were on the Saturday night. They're the guys from Cobalt Studios, and they're absolutely wicked. Definitely a DJ duo to keep on your radar. And then Rudy, aka K-Work from Stretch Collective down in Bristol. He was in what I'd like to say, well, if I can, a back2mine essence, or kind of what I was alluding to earlier with repurposed tunes, just going down like an absolute house on fire on the dance floor. He played that song Hello, which you probably remember from 2010. And yeah, all the hands are in the air. So yeah, like I teased earlier, I did also go to an Iron Maiden gig recently. Which is pretty funny. And yeah, I think I kind of want to, this is a new-ish segment of the show. You're showcasing some, really new music that, well, you hopefully haven't heard before. A pre-act to Iron Maiden were called The Who, and they're a Mongolian folk metal band. And they got a really interesting story, because this genre of heavy metal was previously banned in Mongolia. So they're kind of bringing it back. I'm going to just play a little snippet of the music, just to give you an idea. And yeah, I mean, it includes, traditional throat singing, old Mongolian kind of like poetry, as well as an electric double bass. So yeah, enjoy this for a sec. And you're going to have to check the rest out yourself, because, yeah, it's really good, but we're on definitely more of a kind of dance music vibe this show. But to see that stuff live. It was at Nebworth, which obviously is a super historical place for gigs, Robbie Williams, Oasis, etc. So yeah, now keep you on a kind of more international vibe, world music. I got sent this song by a friend of the show, Jackson Shine, who has just spent 6 months living in Rio de Janeiro. This song is called Speed Racer by Fernanda Abreu. The album is called the SLA Radical Dance Disco Club. She was in this kind of like Brazilian rock band called Blitz, and this is her debut album, again on the theme, her moving into kind of like pop funk. So yeah, enjoy this one because it's definitely a groover. Shout out Root Vegetable.
Cada dia que passa, mais dia que passa. Pra onde o destino me leva, não sei. Eu ando pela cidade, speed racer. Pela cidade, Max 5, cor de prata em alta velocidade. Em alta velocidade. De dentro do meu carro eu vejo a chuva, o sol, o vento e as nuvens dando voltas na lagoa. E eu penso, a vida nem sempre é boa. A vida nem sempre é boa. Até por ruas mais estreitas ou por grandes avenidas, cruzando viadutos e túneis, passam-se dias e noites, rasgando o espaço eu sinto o sol batendo em minha cara, eu tenho a força, sou veloz no Mach 5 em alta velocidade, cada dia que passa, mais dia que passa, pra onde o destino me leva, eu não sei, eu ando pela cidade, speed racer, pela cidade, Mach 5, cor de prata em alta velocidade. De dentro do meu carro eu vejo a chuva, o sol, o vento e as nuvens dando voltas na lagoa e eu penso, a vida nem sempre é boa. A vida nem sempre é boa. Até por ruas mais estreitas ou por grandes avenidas, cruzando viadutos e túneis, passam-se dias e noites, rasgando o espaço eu sinto o sol batendo em minha cara, eu tenho a força, sou veloz no Mach 5 em alta velocidade. Cada dia que passa, mais dia que passa. Pra onde o destino me leva, eu não sei. Eu ando pela cidade, speed racer. Pela cidade, Mach 5, cor de prata em alta velocidade. De dentro do meu carro eu vejo a chuva, o sol, o vento e as nuvens dando voltas na lagoa e eu penso, a vida nem sempre é boa. A vida nem sempre é boa. Até por ruas mais estreitas ou por grandes avenidas, cruzando viadutos e túneis, passam-se dias e noites, rasgando o espaço eu sinto o sol batendo em minha cara, eu tenho a força, sou veloz no Mach 5 em alta velocidade. Cada dia que passa, mais dia que passa. Pra onde o destino me leva, eu não sei. Eu ando pela cidade, speed racer. Pela cidade, Mach 5, cor de prata em alta velocidade. De dentro do meu carro eu vejo a chuva, o sol, o vento e as nuvens dando voltas na lagoa e eu penso, a vida nem sempre é boa. A vida nem sempre é boa.
That is Speed Racer by Fernanda Abreu. Nice, kind of verging on chuggy. Who doesn't like a little bit of Brazilian funk? So yeah, I'm now going to lead you on to what is coming up this month, which is always one of my favourite bits of the show. Kind of giving you a little radar, hopefully direct you towards the right places if you're bored, if you are at a loose end, etc. So the big one, the one we've all been waiting for, Houghton, is this weekend. Probably, dance music highlight of the year. unfortunately I can't make it, but everyone who is there goes strong. But I'm still going to give you some recommendations because I'm just that guy. Felix Dickinson is doing a vinyl only set at Giant Steps Saturday night, 6 till 7 p.m. Felix Dickinson, who is kind of the acid disco chuggy general master, the best at it. And yeah, I don't even want to know what his vinyl collection entails because it is probably going to be absolutely mega and I'm extremely jealous. Second is Decius, who are probably the hottest live electronic acts in the world right now, in my opinion. They're fronted by Leah Saudi, who is of the Fat White family. And then the Luke May and Liam May from Trashmouth Records, and then Quinn Wally from Paranoid London, Johnny Orks, Swarm Virgins, etc. So yeah, they're on the Darren Smart stage between 2 and 3 a.m. It's an extended 75-minute set, and it is going to go absolutely bonkers because Leah Saudi is a crazy man. And then the last one is Lake House, who is a Portuguese DJ. He's doing a live set as well. And he's at the Quarry, which is open after a 2-year hiatus. He's Saturday night, 12 to 1 a.m. And yeah, I looked up his RA and it said acid, mash distortions, throbbing engines, and untamed acidic rustles. So head down and see what the hell that entails. But yeah, I'm actually going to play a track now, which is it's called Soy Pijo. It's by a artist called Policy, who I can find absolutely nothing about, which is always a good sign. It's from 1990. It's straight Baleriac house. Probably, I presume that 1990 is Baleriac's house's absolute heyday. So yeah, I heard this in 2022. Zip was playing this at the Pavilion stage Saturday night closing set, and I genuinely don't think that you can get a Baleriac song better than this. So please enjoy. was Soy Pijo by Polly C. I hope you agree with me, guys. That is just an absolute screamer. And like, that's just summertime epitomized for me. So that was off I found it on the compilation called Ritmo Fantasia, Balearic Spanish Synthwop Group Boogie and House 1982 to 1992. And if I am butchering the pronunciation of Balearic, whatever it is, root vegetable, I apologize, but we can definitely say that it is Celeriac House. So I hope you're happy. Okay, now I've only got about 5 minutes left, so I'm going to give you my recommendations of what is coming up. We have on the 7th of August, this Friday, Beirut Groove at the Jago. That is they're a Lebanese duo made up of Ernesto Sharoud and Natty Shooter. They just play Arabic disco, and I mean, it's of that Soy Pijo vibe, just like dancey, bouncy. You're guaranteed to have a smile on your face. It's wicked. And I found out about those people at End of the Road Festival, which is happening between the 3rd and the 6th of September. On the lineup is Geese. I mean, we all love him. Mac DeMarco, who is kind of, back on tour, which is cool. And also Folk Bitch Trio. Then it's also the big one. Jay-Z is playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the 4th and 5th of September. And that poses the age-old question, would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000? So put your opinions in the chat. Lastly, we've got Into the Burrows, which is a festival. I don't even know where it is, but last year it kind of had DJs like Bunny, Kian OK, etc. That is between the 18th and the 20th of September, so a bit later in the month. And of course, you've got Carnival, the big one. We're in Maida Vale, we're in West London, so yeah, make sure you get down to that. Stay safe. And I'm going to do the last little teaser is Amadeus, which I've mentioned a couple times, which is the party that I run with Flash Mitra. We are back for our kind of next season, as it were. On Saturday, the 26th of September, we have a forest party, which will kind of be WhatsApp invite-only vibes. So make sure you follow us for information on that. And then we're also doing parties on Friday, the 15th of November and Saturday, the 5th of December, which might be in collaboration with Zen Arcade. But you're going to just have to keep posted for that one. Okay, we've come to the end of the show. I'm going to leave on the track 2001, A Spliff Odyssey by Thievery Corporation. I saw them last Thursday at the Roundhouse. They're a Washington, D.C. trip-hop duo, and they just do have songs for days. Make sure you check them out. They'll probably have some that you recognize, but I think this is a nice one to go out on. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for being in the chat. Thanks, to the producers just around there, and also everyone driving the boats by, keeping me visually stimulated. This is 2001, A Spliff Odyssey. I hope you enjoy. Peace.
Hemisphere by Anna the Rasta man. That is the fullness of this creation. The architect and builder, the life giver, the keeper of all mankind. Every nation, kindred and tongue must call upon I name Jah Rastafari.
without desire.
Got too many white boys. Got too many white boys.
Yeah, Rastafari. Yeah, Rastafari.
DJ Wonder, the original sound. By the talk of the town, sound boy come like a don't have a owner, come like a dog without spoon. You get the original Dennis Al Capone, who come like a king from a tune. Step cross. DJ Wonder, the original sound. By the talk of the town, sound boy come like a don't have a owner, come like a dog without spoon. You get the original Dennis Al Capone, who come like a king from a tune. Step cross. I've been indicted as a freak of all trades. I got it made.